Hello everyone, today we're going to be continuing on with our tradition, I guess you could say, as we're going to be talking about what the world was like the last time the Colorado Avalanche were in the Stanley Cup Final back in 2001. Last year we did a similar video. I'll leave the link up here where we covered the Montreal Canadiens, and I really just thought this would be a fun thing to do. I do want to make it a tradition just because I think it's fun. Now, remember, before we start, I'll try to cover big news, but mainly happy or nostalgic news. Unfortunately, especially this year, there was a lot of terrible things that happened, so I want to try to keep this video positive. Now, also make sure to subscribe, and let's get to it. So, the most popular song was Hangin' by a Moment by Lifehouse. The most popular movie was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, although I will say, a lot of great movies came out this year. Shrek was one of those. George W. Bush was the President of the United States. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was reopened to the public after being closed for 11 years. Didn't even know that it was shut down for that amount of time, but yeah, they had to do a lot of work there. iTunes was released by Apple. The average cost of gas per gallon was $1.46. I missed that a lot. I wasn't even driving then, of course, but I would definitely love to pay $1.46 per gallon. Wikipedia was launched. Microsoft released Xbox in the United States. Nevada was the first state to legalize online gambling. Not completely sure about that. I found it on two websites, but I couldn't find a lot to, say that specifically, so don't quote me to it. And then I was just a little 1-year-old baby. In the sports world, though, the 4-year-old Arizona Diamondbacks defeated the mighty New York Yankees to win their first and only World Series to date in a 7-game affair. In the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, beat the big-time underdogs, the Philadelphia 76ers, led by Allen Iverson, in 5 games. And as for the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants battled for the Super Bowl, the Lombardi Trophy, but ultimately it was the Ravens' suffocating defense who wound up winning the game. The team won 34-7 for the franchise's first Lombardi, and that was one of the biggest margins or victory margin for a team in the Super Bowl era. As for our sport, we saw Colorado, the Avalanche, win the Stanley Cup Final. They were the best team in the league with 118 points on the year, a record of 52-16-10 match that marched all their way to the Stanley Cup Final and then beat the defending champs, the New Jersey Devils, in 7 games. Although some would likely remember LA upsetting Detroit in the first round that gave Colorado an easier path, I would like us to all remember the blue liner Ray Bourque won his first and only Stanley Cup after playing 1,612 regular games and 214 postseason games. Of course, Colorado won their second title here, and that is their last one as to date. And again, unfortunately, 2001 saw a lot of terrible things happen. I also just know that from going through all the things, I couldn't believe it, but I also am aware sports and how people talk about it from that time were a great way to come together after so much heartache. And I hope by doing this video, I can make some of you remember how there were some good things that happened in 2001, and maybe if you're a little too young to remember stuff like that, I know I was born in 2000, you can kind of, realize some of the stuff that happened that year. So that is all for this video. What were some of the surprising things for you from this? And then, of course, let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Everybody, stay safe, have a great night, and you go off hockey, all right? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.